husband. It's your husband, right? Doing better. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Marty. Hi, Carmen. Bye, Shelly. Shelly says hello, everyone. This is Vanessa Tijerina coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. Hi, Angela. I'm okay. I have some things on my mind. Nothing with my court cases, because I will never be convicted. So it's nothing with that. It's something different. If you don't wind up getting to see this, it's probably because you don't follow me, and you need to follow me so that when I reactivate, you'll get notified right away. Because I'm going to deactivate in just a little bit. I'm just, hi Susan, hi Suzanne. Thank you, Wendy, you're so kind. You're so kind. I've noticed that about you. Everybody's kind, but you're new. And like, you literally are always so kind. Thank you. How do I say this? Oh. I see people are streaming me again. And all I want to do is, it's not about that though, but I just want to say it. Nobody has permission from me, the content creator of everything that you see in this stream, on someone else's page. If you're not seeing it live here or from my page, Vanessa S. Tijerina, Vanessa S. Tijerina, Vanessa S. Tijerina, then that means that they didn't have permission. And don't think that just because you haven't gotten a little thing in your little Facebook thing, your little YouTube channel, no. I know what I'm doing. You all always underestimate me. That, like, in no capacity should I be underestimated, not even with that. Okay? Don't say it, don't say it. I'm not gonna say it. That's gonna be taken care of, like, in the most iconic and the most Vanessa way possible. Watch. But anyways, I saw something yesterday. It was really disturbing. It was really disturbing. And I'm not ready to talk about it. But it's an issue that I have spoken to many of you about. In fact, many of my followers found me because of that issue. Ugh. And when I saw what I don't even want to cry. When I saw what I saw, and I'm still contemplating whether I should show it to you, because I know the way that I saw it, it wasn't because they care about the issue the way I care about the issue. And it wasn't because wasn't because of the injustice of it. And I know those that are true to me, and you know that I'm always true to y'all. I know that you all will know if I decide to show you, because that's how much it just, I literally, I deactivated because of it, because I know. It was like it just happened all over again. And it just made me so angry. It made me so angry that not enough, the justice was slow. It was under investigated. I mean, that's why I deactivated. And in just a little bit, I'm going to deactivate. I'm going to give this, and I don't care if you, I mean, I care about people streaming my content, especially making money off it, especially because it's just pages that try to monger hate against people who are different and not like their moderators. And thank goodness for that. I don't want to be like that. Or the watchers of those pages, or that freaking audience, right? That's what bothers me. But the job that you think you're doing, you're free advertising. You really are. And I thank all of you that found me because of those pages and realized that maybe perhaps it wasn't the best thing to be part of any of them, whether it's the man or the sister cousins, right? So I'm only going to give this video enough time to get out there, and so that if you want to be notified when I reactivate, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. I'm just contemplating whether I should show. It's a really hard decision. It's a really hard decision. And when you see, if you get to see, if I decide to show you, you're gonna know exactly why I'm feeling this way. But yeah, that's what that was for. I literally had to. God. It's like I want to tell you right now. I want to grab my other phone and I want to tell you right now, but I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm not gonna do that. And it's not about, the issue's not even about me. But I know that like all of you, I cared about the issue. Because any human should care, right? But I cared about it because I knew what was gonna happen to those people. I knew. Okay. So that, and so let me clarify some things. Every time I deactivate, there's always some kind of rumors, and it's, you know, obviously you will never see it. You're never gonna see it. I promise you will never see a dignified human ever show me hate, speak badly about me, lie about me, jump on any kind of negative bandwagon regarding me. You never will. And with me saying that, lets you know that, you know, the riffraff was at it. They're always at it whenever I deactivate. So there was a couple of things that I wanted to mention, to clarify. Because it seems that every time I deactivate, that's their chance, you know, to bring up misinformation or I don't know what, right? Ugh. And I know that I have this thing that made me feel so bad and said, you know what, do not, because as soon as I saw that, I wanted to go live. And I said, just wait and really think about, just wait and really think about how you're going to present this, because it's not easy. It's not easy. All right. So, oh my God. This is why I didn't even want to make this one. Hold on, let me park. Yeah, but that's not why I'm crying. I'm not crying because of the misinformation that I'm going to clarify. No. No, I'm when I tell y'all are gonna know. Y'all are gonna know exactly why I felt the way that I felt. Y'all are gonna know immediately why I struggled with showing you what I saw. But I really do think it needs to be seen. It needs to be seen. Anyway, let me see. Okay. I'm so embarrassed that I have to talk about this. But for anybody that's, you know, influenced by, you all know that I survived a hate crime, a brutal hate crime, right? That also went under investigated. And, you know, there's a group of people that had the most motive on the planet to organize that, because no one's going to ever make me believe that the people in that room had more motive than these other list of people that I gave the police and the investigators and the district attorney. There's one on that list, which is Ofelia Moreno. Okay? This is for my local community and for people who follow my story. And it's freaking embarrassing that this lady even became aware of me. Honestly. By that time, I was already fighting for justice for 5 years before she came along. Honestly, I had no idea. And now all of a sudden I'm here, you know, freshly surviving in the midst of surviving. Like, I'm not even through half of the thick of it, right? And now I have to survive this deplorable who, upon knowing of me, became obsessed to the point of being the person on the planet that had the most motive to get my face permanently disfigured. So if by chance the district attorney, Annette, if you don't see this time, right? When I reactivate, you're gonna see it. All right? Her behavior in the last 2 weeks is absolutely number one suspect behavior. It absolutely is. Every single day it seems like there's a new reason to question your competence. Why would someone say they were ruled out when they weren't ruled out? Why? Why would Ofelia Moreno say that? And I don't care when she goes live. I don't care if she says, well, if somebody's talking about me, if you can call this talking about you all that you want, but this does not fall under that penal code. However, what you've been doing to me does fall under that penal code. It absolutely does. Because it is not a lie for me to say, I just want her ruled out. And this is the reason why I want her ruled out. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. You saying that I'm a drug addict, that's a lie. You can't prove that. Oh, video what? How are you authenticating it? If I take you to court, you're not going to show it. Ain't nobody going to be witnesses for you. Nobody's going to authenticate that video. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And that's the first thing that my lawyer is going to ask you in civil court. No, and this has nothing to do with the police, so they can't help you. They cannot help you with what I'm talking about. They cannot help you. Well, I don't have nothing to be taken away. Yeah, you do. You get a monthly check. Go look it up. Go look it up. When people behave egregiously enough, that is absolutely something that can be garnished. Vanessa Trevino, which is one of her new hateful followers, all of a sudden she decided, you know, I don't know who she is. Like, I don't know who any of these people are. And she decided the other day to say something, I don't know what. She deactivated. Well, you are a nosy ass. You are obsessed with everything that I do, just like the rest of them. On your hate page, that is a hate page. So when the other one says, when Ofelia Moreno says she doesn't run hate pages, that, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many people, is a hate page, and she runs it with her son. So if you were to really just, instead of taking things out of context, if you were to actually watch my videos, instead of just assuming things about me, you would know that I had already stated that I was going to deactivate for a while. Anyway. Also, Annette, I spoke to you just yesterday. And that reminded me why I just, I always get Armando Villalobos vibes from you. Always. And if I am right, about you, as I feel that I am, I hope that you're dealt with just the way that he was, by the appropriate authorities. In the meantime, I have to deal with all of this. Why can you not see that it's highly suspicious for her to be telling her audience that she was ruled out? You never ruled her out, and neither did the Raymondville Police Department. No. Amanda was arrested that day. Santana was arrested that day. Ariel has yet to be arrested. Julissa was arrested later on. Joanne's on probation. All 5 of them have never been able to speak. And of course, that's why you separate them. But they were kept separated. And to this day, they're sitting in jail, in prison, not understanding, because their family members probably don't even have a way to articulate to them my concerns, because my concerns are their concerns. Because if I'm correct, then you put those young people in prison without ruling somebody that to this day insists that she was ruled out. Why would you lie like that when you weren't? Why would you tell 6 different stories to the public about Vanessa Tijerina? Just all last week she was saying, oh no, there was video cameras of her being there and she was going in and out. You know, and the police know. I only went in and 3 hours later I came out. And the time that I was there before, I was there for less than 5 minutes. You know, and the police know, why they had a set of rooms at that hotel and then a set of rooms at another hotel. Why can't you look at that behavior? Why? I don't care if she is a snitch for y'all. I don't give a damn. I don't care. She doesn't have immunity in every single crime she will likely commit, just because if my guess is correct and she helps you prosecute people that she puts a finger on. And I don't care if she's going to go and say, well, she's lying about me. Nobody's saying that. I'm going to hypothesize and think of every single reason to justify why the district attorney refuses to rule someone out. And I'm going to mention everything that I think might be the reason, because it doesn't make any sense. The Raymondville Police Department never, ever, ever requested social media deleted chats, deleted comments from every social media that any of those people had connection to. Y'all never did that, so why is she saying that y'all ruled her out? At the very least, you failed to request and subpoena how many people were connected, who were the people and profiles that were connected to the live chat. Because them's the ones that wanted me to look straight at them and promise to never do live videos anymore. You didn't just do this to me, if I'm right. You didn't just do this to the lives of those kids. You did this to the public. Just like when you let Ariel out, and you didn't do enough research to see that a U.S. District Court judge had stated that this person should never be out on bond because she's a danger to the public. Just like you put the public in danger then, You put the public in danger, if I'm correct, when you allowed these young people to plead without ruling out the list of people that, and it's so easy. Facebook still has it. All of that stuff. You can do it today if you wanted to. That's truly ruling out. It's truly ruling out. You asking these kids are not, they're not going to know. They may have been, that's why manipulation is called manipulation. That's why finessing is called finessing. You know, for all we know, maybe only Julissa knew. Why do you think she's making a big old deal and telling her audience, oh, she's wanting Julissa to lie about me? All my live videos are here. I've never said that. But why does the person you refuse to rule out want to convince anybody that may believe her that Vanessa wants Julissa to lie? And that I said that I implied that, and no such thing even close to that even occurred. How come that doesn't matter? You are a freaking district attorney. You are supposed to seek justice. If you see someone that I gave you a list and the one person that has the most motive, how come you're not doing anything about it? Because it benefits you, right? It benefits you for her to be talking shit about me. It does. I know that. It does. It benefits not just the cases that you have against me, so that anybody that she could possibly taint from the public will be a benefit to you, but it helps you. And if she is a snitch, then, I mean, y'all are just, you know, that is a mutualistic, beneficial relationship for both of y'all. You're not going to want to stop that hate. Because it helps you. It helps you. What if you get a few jurors to hear her lies? Right? Because you know, if I'm right and you try to rule her out and you can't, well, she's not free anymore. She's not free. And she's the only one doing what she does about me. Just last week, just a few days ago, she literally stated, I want Vanessa Tijerina to be locked up because she was part of it. Annette, Raymondville PD, all of you know that I wasn't part of it. So why is that not suspicious when she says things like that you all know to be untrue? I want her to be locked up, and then she's again taking on my plight. She's constantly trying to switch destinies with me. No, I'm the do-gooder. No, I'm the one that's been defending myself, and they just hate me because I defend myself. That's my story. I stuck up for my kids. People were assholes and hated me, and you were one of them. And because you did that to me, good people decided to not be silent. And they didn't like you because of what you did to me. But it's not the same. Annette, for her to say, yeah, she had something to do with it. Yeah, and she put those poor kids in. She said those words. That I, the victim, that you and all the police know I had nothing to do with it, right? The woman that you all refuse to rule out, that keeps lying and saying that she's been ruled out when you all have never ruled her out. is now stating that she wants to go on a mission to put me in prison because I should be in prison too for having a part in that, and that it was my fault that those young people are in jail. Where did y'all get your degrees at? I mean, I know the police probably in Rainville don't have degrees, but where the fuck did you go to school, Lynette? Where did you go to school, or are you that corrupt? Or is it both? God forbid. Is it both? Because how can you ignore that? What's wrong with you? You didn't get none of their phone records. You know, I said the names. Lupe Olivares, John Allen, and Ofelia Moreno, and you know the rest of the names. It's that simple. You know it, and all of them on the list know it. And she knows it too. Just subpoena their phone records and deleted chats. What's wrong with that? I know everything that I already said. Everything that I suspect as to why the fuck is this district attorney not doing her fucking job with my case as a victim. I have stated every single reason as to why you would under investigate this and why you would throw those kids under the bus like that without ruling out those people, especially Ofelia Moreno. Another thing that I want to clear up, you see, every time I deactivate, she gets real brave saying all these things. The thing is that I'm not out there saying straight out lies about her. She just doesn't like that I survived, and I'm insisting. I am insisting that she be ruled out. That's my right as a victim. She doesn't like it. That's too fucking bad. That doesn't fall under the penal code of harassment. But what she did last night does. I don't know who Viking Turtle is. I don't know. Hey, Annette, remember when you all thought, because that's a YouTube profile. Remember when you all stupidly thought that I was a Vanessa Tijerina? Right? And I got so upset. And I told y'all, you know what? Can you do me a favor and please figure out who that profile is? Because I want to clear my name with that. I think you thought you were calling my bluff. You will subpoena records when you think Vanessa Tijerina is behind something. But you won't subpoena records to rule out Ofelia fucking Moreno. And what happened when you thought you were calling my bluff? When once again I knew I was innocent. That's right, it was one of Ofelia Moreno's hateful followers that knew that that behavior, if it was me, would get me arrested. That's just one of her followers. Is that not enough to clue you in to how bad the main one that they watch likely is? So maybe she should be ruled out, maybe? Same thing goes for this Viking Turtle thing. I'd pay money to reveal who the fuck that was, because that's not me. But because Viking starts with V and turtle starts with T, and I have a turtle. I don't have a fucking turtle. It's a tortoise that I have, first of all. Why would I call it a Viking turtle? I have a tortoise. I know the difference. Either way, that's one of the misinformations that I want to clear up with y'all. And I want to let it be known. What I say when I say Ofelia Moreno and what I speak of does not fall under, and it is protected speech, and it doesn't fall under the penal code of harassment in Texas. But when you have already identified and basically, it doesn't matter if you don't say my name. You literally described it like that. It's her. I know it's her. Because the Viking starts with a V. This is your dumbass logic. Viking starts with a V and Tijerina starts with a T. And the profile is Viking Turtle. And like with every other profile that you think is me, over the last 5 fucking years that you've been fucking harassing the fuck out of me and stalking me, you did it again. But this time you did it after they changed the law. But I didn't say her name. You identified me by saying my initials and by basically giving the public the legend, the clues, the code, what the symbols mean, who they symbolize. And it fucking matters. Raymondville PD, that matters. That matters. She knows exactly how to say our names without saying our names. And I don't think the penal code states that you have to say somebody's name. I don't fucking think it does at all. Not even a little bit. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't care if what I say, she says torments her. That's my due process as a victim. Simply because she can't fucking understand it, that's not my fault. But it is y'all's problem and it's your fault when you fail to identify that what she is doing is absolute fucking harassment. So when this Viking Turtle, whoever that person is, goes to her profile, that's going to give her, that's going to be okay for her to violate that code? Oh, you're going to come to my page when it's not even me. You're going to come to my page. Was I the one? Am I the drug user? Am I the drug user? How can you authenticate that video? No one's going to do that for you. I haven't even yet dealt with the person that put that out there. Manufactured that. Because not even that person would be able to authenticate it, because not one person will say a damn thing even if they're subpoenaed. They're not. They're not going to do it for him, and they're not going to do it for you. Whoever manufactured that for y'all. And 2, did I lock my children up in a car to, in a closet to be able to go use drugs? Who did that? By Annette, police, by her basically symbolizing that that profile is me, and then her saying those things, she is literally embarrassing me, tormenting me, everything that's under that penal code. Everything. How come y'all never arrested me? How come the Raymondville PD's never, out of all the arrests that you had, and how come CPS never had those findings? Oh, that's right. Because that shit has never occurred. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So when she says that, that falls under that penal code. Me doing this does not. It doesn't. So no. Nobody has proof of Vanessa Tijerina doing any drugs. Not even Judge Cordova when he revoked my bond. Not even that fucking man was ethical enough to actually get a drug test on me before he revoked my fucking bond. That's one of the reasons why he's not on any of my cases. And that's one of the reasons why he backdated custody orders. Vanessa Tijerina didn't lose her children for any fucking reason. Vanessa Tijerina's children were not taken away by the state. It was an orchestrated plan that the district attorney concocted for reasons that I have never even spoken of. So much more serious than anything I've ever said. But the world doesn't fucking have to know that right now. As far as I'm concerned, I just have to fight for my justice and everything else they did. Because when the world finally knows what they were trying to cover up, I already know what's going to happen. So where's the proof that I locked my kids up in a closet to go do drugs? And why was I not prosecuted when I've been prosecuted for 12 other things? Why? Why was Vanessa Tijerina not prosecuted? Why was a CPS report never made regarding that? She locked her children up in a closet to do drugs. All of Raymondville and Willacy County knows if that was true, they would have already had arrested me. That would have been another case that I would be surviving right now. A CPS report would have been done because they're mandated reporters and they must report it to CPS as police officers, law enforcement. But none of that happened because of none of what she fucking said has ever happened. Ever. Where's proof of me doing drugs? I wouldn't have a nursing license. Oh, video, this and that. That's not proof. If it was proof, then the Board of Nursing would see it as proof. It's not. So I know you in law enforcement, you all, you may or may not do the right thing when I finally go to you. All right? But Ofelia Moreno, don't think it doesn't matter if I ever have you up in a civil suit for purposely doing what you do. Fucking Annette Hinojosa cannot represent you. She don't have nothing to do with a civil case. Nothing. Nothing at all. The police have nothing to do with a civil case. No one will be able to help you. Your attorney will be powerless because everything you've done is indefensible. Indefensible. You've said things that you cannot prove. You've said things that you cannot substantiate. You've said things that are undocumented anywhere. And I just wanted to state that. That's it. That's it. Right? So no. Vanessa Tijerina would have been arrested if the shit that Ofelia Moreno says about her were true. Everybody knows that. A CPS report would have been made by mandated reporters, law enforcement. But that is not true. My children were never taken away from me by the state. Custody orders were never signed before I made the grievance to the State Judicial Commission to get Judge Cordova off my fucking cases. And that weak ass man, his ego was so hurt that I had the audacity to defend myself against him in a way that no one ever had, and probably for the rest of his tenure there, no one ever will. And so he did the cruelest thing that he could do. And Ofelia Moreno can laugh all she wants. And you all can laugh along with her. But what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna say? I just hope that y'all feel like silly ass fucking fools. whenever you all see that every fucking thing I said was always true. Always. Always. And that fucking video of Officer Ramirez putting something... Ofelia Moran, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? Whenever your friend finishes grieving, fucking ask her, because she saw it. She saw what the rest of the world hasn't seen. The rest of the world saw Officer Ramirez being notified by an officer that he found something in the car. And they saw him walk to his supervisor and then come back and then throw it back in my car, all of which was against the rules of evidence. You didn't take a picture of it, you didn't bag it, and you don't put it back like that. But your friend, Ruby Tamez, ask her what she's seen, because she's seen it. Ask her. You see, what good of a friend is she if she can't even tell you, don't say that shit about the cops, because he is going to look stupid later. Because the world hasn't seen that part. She may hate me all she wants, and she may do whatever and whatever, right? But she knows. She knows exactly what occurred minutes before that. And the fact that she can't tell you, don't say that, because she's actually right about that. I mean, how close of friends can you be? Honestly. Honestly. And another thing. The other day, I gave my condolences not just to Ruby Tamez. Whether she wants them or not, I'm still gonna fucking give them. Whether she wants them or not, I give my fucking condolences. But I also gave it to the family. I said the Tamez family from La Sara. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to convince people that Ruby told you to do. I know one thing. That family never fucking told you to say a fucking thing on their behalf. Not one of the sisters, not one of the brothers. Ruby's a black sheep. They love her, that's her sister. She's a black sheep. She's a black sheep. I guarantee you that family is mortified about the things that you have been given permission to say. Because the rest of them did not give you permission. And simply because they don't turn away your muffins and your food doesn't mean anything, because those people are proper, they're polite, and they're loving. They're not like Ruby. Ruby is very, very different from them. None of them have ever been involved in the things that Ruby has been involved in. None of them, ever. Those are salt to the earth, good people. So for you to think that you can tell where our condolences go, when there's the family did not give you permission. Maybe Ruby did, but not the family. So one more time, condolences to the Tamez family in La Sara. Condolences. And you know what? That fucking Ofelia Moreno is never going to apologize to you. But if any one family member felt some kind of way about anything that she has said in the last few days, as you are grieving the most right now about condolences, and if you all do not agree, if any of the family members, even one, saw that and was like, I don't feel that way. Maybe my sister does, but I don't. My cousin does, or I don't. My aunt does, or I don't. My niece does, but I don't. My mom deserves all the condolences. Our family deserves all the condolences. Why is this lady, if any of you felt that way, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that for her hate for me causes her to do things like that. She will never apologize, but I'm sorry. All right. So that's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. And I'm not going to take nothing else back. I'm not going to take nothing else back. Everything that I said here is my content, my creation, is all that. Everything that I said here is protected by free speech. Everything that I said here is it does not fall within the harassment laws, right? But the shit that I mentioned, it's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. And she can say whatever. I'll be waiting to get arrested for that. I will not. I won't. It's not gonna happen. Because I'm right. I'm right. About my speech here, I'm right. Okay. Thank you. I love you so much. I'm gonna leave this here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna, deactivate. If you're on the sister cousin page and I'm getting streamed, come over to VANESSA, middle initial S. Last name is spelled T as in Tom, I-J-E-R-I-N as in Nancy A. VANESSA, middle initial S, T-I-J-E-R-I-N-A. Vanessa Estijerina, Vanessa Estijerina, Vanessa Estijerina. I don't care if you come over here from Maddie with the micro penis or from the sister cousin page. I don't even care. Just, if you realize that you're not assholes like anybody else that's there, then come on over when I reactivate. Okay? If you all want to be notified the next time I go live after a period of me being silent, then you're going to have to follow. Because I will reactivate and then deactivate. Okay? I'm still going to think about how I'm going to present that to you all, because literally you all need to know. I love y'all. Take care. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And if you could please send your prayers. I need one thing right now. I've never asked for this. Can y'all please say prayers? Can y'all please pray really, 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 really hard? And I know this is going to sound weird, but please, please do it. Can you all pray really, really hard that the prosecution takes that case that Ophelia Monono loves to exploit, that case that a lot of bad stuff stemmed from, by the perjuous testimony of that fucking officer, who I will prove was perjure, aggravated perjury. It was perjury. Can y'all please pray that the prosecution please takes it fast? I need it to go to court fast. I need to discredit that officer like ASAP, because so many other things depend on it. Okay? Please, all right? To the officer, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Look at everything that you did. You sat on not one, but 2 witness stands. That's your fault. That's your fault. Oh, but I'm with the Border Patrol now? That's your fault. That's your fault. Yeah, it's your fault, and it's my right. It's my right. It's my right as a victim to do this, and it's my rights you fucking violated. Okay? All right. Thank you. No, I love you, Joyce Allen. She says, everybody has seen what he did. No. That part, that video that everybody has seen what he did, no one has seen the minutes before that. Literally. And how dare you? But it's okay. I just want to remember every single time you put yourself to sleep and you lied to yourself, thinking that you were going to get away with what you said and did to my family and myself. And when you are sad because what I said was true and I proved it, and that I fucking survived the fuck out of you, think about all of the sadness that you brought into my life and the lives of my children. Think of everything you caused. You just didn't cause some hateful woman to be able to be out there. Remember, this hateful woman is Annette. #1 suspect behavior. This is the same woman that said, I'm glad they took her children away from her. I hope her stepmother is pinching them. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We have the video. She said that this year. I'm not kidding. Why? How can anybody justify having joy of children being abused in that way? Just even the thought of it. Right? It's okay. It's okay. All of you that failed me, it's okay. It's okay. I had to be my own hero. And that's okay. And I just thank my lawyers, but please, if you all can please pray. And I don't care because I'm just wanted to go to court already because I need to discredit that fucking man. So if you can pray really, really hard that case, that they push it to trial, please. Because honestly, I don't want them to dismiss it. I don't. I really don't. I don't want them to dismiss it. I don't. Because then I'm going to have to go a whole other way. Because there ain't no fucking way, sir. No. That's not an option. Okay, we're just gonna dismiss it. No. That's not an option. The world needs to know what you did, what Annette supported, what she failed to indict certain people for, and who she continued to prosecute after she knew it. That's what the world needs to know. And everything that your mouth and your actions caused another human being. And that's it. Barbara Rife says, did she make them take your children away? Just asking. You knew, I knew you were a little hater. You haven't been here for very long. Let me repeat what I said earlier. Barbara Rife. Barbara Rife says, did she make them take your children away? Just asking. What does she have to do with my children being taken away? She exploited that. She exploited that my children were taken away to make up these lies, to demonize me, to strip any humanity from me. She doesn't have that power. But she tried with her fake CPS reports. She certainly did try. All of them tried with their fake welfare concerns. All of them. 3 times, 4 times in a day sometimes. But it's okay. I'm just fine. I grew up in that society. I'm just fine. Okay? It's okay. Because in the end, I'm gonna shine brighter than any of y'all thought I could shine. Any of y'all. And so is everybody that I love. Goodbye. Thank you.